Lesson number 8, song number 1, easy fingerstyle songs for beginners. Here we go. Here's what we're going to learn in this lesson. We have saved the easiest part of the song for last. And I didn't do this by design or anything, it just so happened that this was a great way to end the song. And all this is the rhythm pattern that we've learned for the A5 chord. And then the very last measure is hitting the A string, the 5th string, and the 1st string together. And that's it. That's the whole thing. Measures 11 and 12. So we've learned this A5 pattern. This is just exactly like the pattern for measure 1 and anything opening with the A5 chord. So, which I'm sure you're familiar with already if you've gotten this far. And so this is measure 11. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the last part is just 4 strings 4 and 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you go back to the beginning or the top of the song. That's probably the shortest video I'll ever do, but if you're having any trouble with that, it's the exact same pattern as the very first measure, measure 1 of the song. And then we're just hitting strings number 5 and 1 for the very last measure of 14. Hitting those together, and then we're resting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're going back to the beginning of the song. Now in the next lesson that we're going to be doing, I'm going to be showing you some chord changing techniques because we really didn't get into that. We're going to go into a little bit of just some help with changing chords. For example, changing from the G to the D sus chord, which I'm sure you probably have that down by now, but just what you should be doing with your left hand as well, from A5 to E minor, and I'm just going to go over the whole song and give some hints. And then after this, we're going to go with the metronome training with it. We're going to start off slow, we're going to do a metronome ladder, and we're going to slowly increase the speed and the tempo with the song. It's another let's play guitars together type of lesson where we get to play the song together. So, and there's more I'm going to tell you about. There's some new lessons that I have coming up that I hope you're going to be interested in taking with me. We're going to do kind of a crash course where we're going to be learning a bunch of songs. We're going to be learning 2 songs, actually 3 songs in a 6-week period together. And that's very exciting. So I'll tell you more about that later. But let's first perfect this song and then we'll worry about that later. So I'll see you in the next lesson.